Hey guys, we're back for episode 2. As you can see, we're at 45,000 meters and falling. That is the trajectory that I have placed us on. We are coming down in the direction of KSC. We're not going to land directly on KSC. We have a slight inclination. As you can see, I've used MechJeb's landing autopilot just to show us our trajectories. It's not flying for me. I just have it holding prograde right now. But as you can see, the red X shows KSC, which unfortunately is going into darkness. And the blue X shows where our aerobraking trajectory will take us. Of course, we're going to be able to glide. So we will not actually end up there. I'm actually worried we might go too far and into the ocean. So as we come down after the entry heat and everything, we're going to try to go up and turn left up towards KSC, but we will probably not make it to land on the runway, but we will hopefully land on dry land and survive, because it is permadeath, and Bill will not be happy if he does not survive his very first space mission. Right now he seems content. I'm actually quite impressed with him. But yeah, so I've set us up on this trajectory and we're coming in. I've brought you guys in now because of the 10-minute time limit, and I am thinking that it'll take about 10 minutes for us to get into land from this point. I'm hoping we can get in 10 minutes, because if not, I'm going to have to stop this and then I'm going to have to cut and paste them, and it's going to be a pain in the butt. So, nonetheless, here you are here at episode 2 of DragonCannon space program. This is clearly just a test. He's done a couple of orbits, done a spacewalk, and Bill is coming home. Just flying in. No cares in the world. Everything is in tip-top shape. So, more about the Venture Star though. It was when I was a kid, when I was in space camp, they told us this was going to be replacing the space shuttle, and we saw videos about it and people came and talked to us about it. But they effectively came into development problems in 2 areas. They had trouble developing the aerospike engines, which these problems in both areas were later solved, but after the program was already canceled. And the other problem is the design relied on these special composite materials for the tanks, for the fuel tanks. And they were having a hard time getting these composite materials to work the way they wanted them to. And the project was getting over budget and over time. And in 2001, the program was cut. It was replaced with the Constellation program, which was supposed to bring the Americans to the moon, asteroids, Mars, and beyond. That program was also canceled by President Obama, now who has initiated some new space initiative. Any of you can probably follow this. The bright light, of course, is SpaceX with their Falcon rockets. It's very exciting, these Grasshopper tests, their idea for a fully reusable launches to orbit, and the Falcon Heavy, affordable prices for all of these things. I'm very excited about it. That's what I want to be doing with my life. So right now I'm doing it with Bill's life, and hopefully we'll get Jeb next flight maybe. So, as you can see, we're coming in on the continent where KSC is located. We should be getting some re-entry heat pretty soon. Yeah, here it comes. Yeah, there we go. Whoa, look at that. That is one hot spacecraft. See what it looks like from the cockpit. Not that great really, but wow, that looks awesome from outside. So here we go. You can see up in the distance KSC. I'm going to go ahead and turn my equipment back on. Coming up 25,000 meters. Everything's looking good. Coming in, flaming up, losing speed, which is good. I'm going to go ahead, this is going to be dangerous, but I'm going to try to go ahead and start us turning towards KSC here, which should also help us bleed off some speed. The space shuttle, if anyone knows, it actually made a series of what are called S-turns when it was coming into land to help bleed off the orbital velocity. We're not really going to do that because I'm afraid I might lose control of the spacecraft. So you can see I actually wish I had put more struts inside, but I don't want to take it all apart to fix that. So, oh, look at this. We got a nice trajectory towards KSC. Might even make it towards the runway. Who knows? This thing is very controllable actually in the atmosphere. It's actually relatively controllable out of the atmosphere too. I don't know if I've mentioned I'm very happy with it. I'm very proud of this spacecraft. Anyone likes it, anyone wants it, I would be more than happy to, try to get a craft file to them. The only mod installed on it is MechJeb. And I can obviously take that off if anybody does not have MechJeb or does not want it. So at this point we're actually going to pass it. I'm going to get us to nose down a bit, let us fly to a lower altitude because we are definitely on a course to pass it right now. So you can see I'm still using kill rotation, but I did change a few things in the configuration since the last time, so maybe the kill rotation will continue to work. But I think once I get down a little bit lower, I'm going to have to turn it off. So for the time being though, everything's looking good. We have 2 minutes to land according to this video. I don't know if we're going to pull that off. So, as a matter of fact, I'm quickly going to stop it and restart so we can get this all in one. Okay, so here we are. Didn't miss anything. Coming in towards KSC. Maybe we'll even be able to make it to land on the runway, but the important thing is that we come in and land on dry land. We do not want to go into the ocean. So you can see I've been nosing down because I'm worried about gliding past our destination. So, but to my pleasant surprise, the kill rotation has been working, which has been saving me carpal tunnel syndrome that I usually get. That I got last time on my test flight. But as you see, it's flying really steady in the low atmosphere, even at low speed. It's a little wobbly around here, these fuel tanks. Like, I really wish it was more strutted, but I am not taking it apart to fix that. Here we go. Coming in, there's the Space Center. Just nice and slowly slowing down in the atmosphere. Everything is looking good, systems are looking good. Bill is looking around. He seems a little confused, but he's not upset, so that's a plus. And we will be landing shortly. We're getting over the grounds of KSC. Coming in. You can even see the runway there. We're going to go around this way a little bit to go try to turn and line up. We'll be able to come in on the runway. I launched this time from the launch pad. When I tested it, I built it in the spaceplane hangar, and I launched from the runway. But when I came around to land on the runway, I came up with the problem that my launch clamps were still on the runway, and I ended up having to land next to the runway, which I may end up doing anyway. I'm not gonna take too many risks here. I want to make sure Bill survives. That's the most important part. We'll go ahead and lower the landing gear. Gear is down. Lose some altitude here. And we'll be coming in. Oh, let's hope we can do the runway. That would be great. Just a little turn here. So you can see we're coming in high. Yeah, we're not gonna land on the runway. Instead, we'll land near the runway. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna land after the runway because you can see we're not lined up properly. Well, we're landing right near the runway, as you can see, and everything should be good for a nice touchdown. And we have our touchdown. We will apply the brakes, slow down. I like to tap them so that we don't completely lose control. Hopefully we're not going to go over here to the water too much. And here we are, Bill. You are home. You can go ahead and get out. And there we are. That is episode 2. And once again, I'm DragonCannon. Thanks for watching.